Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I just want to share my experience of owning the 2023 Tesla Model Y. I bought it when it was high, and during the 2 years of ownership, how much it costs, what do I have to pay, registrations, insurance, and any aftermarket accessories, stuff like that. So if that's something that if you're new to, or you're thinking about getting a Tesla, or you are currently a Tesla owner and you want to know, what I've done to my car, so just stay tuned. So 8 more days, it will be my 2 years owning this Tesla. My first day when I got the Tesla home, I actually did a review on the Tesla. Picked it up with 3 of my kids. So currently, this Tesla has 19,000 miles, 2 years. So a little bit under $10,000, 10,000 miles a year driven. So I bought this car as like $70,000 back in December of 2022. Now, if you want a Tesla Model Y long range, you can probably get it pretty cheap, like under 50,000. All right, due to the Tesla decreased $13,000, and now most of the Tesla, the long range, they qualify for the $7,500 credit, right? So when I first bought the car, what I did was I put a PPF on it. So if you guys not familiar what PPF is, it's a paint protection film. So I had a clear one, so I don't think you will see or notice anything at all, but I actually did. If I get you guys close enough, you guys might be able to see it. So right here, it has like a little layer right here that protects this one. So I got the hood, the 2 fenders, the headlights, the front bumper, and the fog lights, and so on. And I also got the A-pillar as well. So they did the A-pillar for me as well, and also they gave me the shark fins back here, which helps out a lot. For some reason I get a lot of rock chips here, so 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and it's actually penetrate through really bad. So but again, that one is not as bad as the one that I have in the front. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. So this one I just encountered maybe a couple days ago. This was on the freeway, so but thank God it got the little piece of PPF gone, but it didn't hit the paint yet. So, and then before that, I had a little bit of somewhere down here, the imperfections, right, for the rock chips. Actually, right here. So, I got a pretty okay deal, I guess, on the PPF. I spent $1,500 for it. If you would have asked me, is it worth it to do it? I don't know. I would have spent that $1,500 on something else. But before that, I was thinking about keeping this vehicle for pretty long, like at least like 8 to 10 years. So I was like, you know what, $1,500, what the hell, just get it. So I got it, right? And then after that, I tinted the car. Not much. Got this guy came over and do it. I think he's charged me like $350 for the windshield and the 2 front. I didn't do anything to the back. And for the inside, I was lucky enough to have a lot of sponsorships, a lot of sellers or that reach out to me, ask if I want to do a review on them. So as you can see, your car might not be the same as mine, because all of this stuff here sent over for me to review, the brake pedals, and even the floor mats here. So all these things right here is all covered up. The seat cover alone itself, I actually bought it from Amazon, and I really like it. Cost me $361 for the seat covers. Yeah, and the hubcaps as well too. This was sent over a couple companies. This one I think is Top Fit, but I had EV base. I got there's a few, I can't remember all of them, but overall, even with the spoiler too, I think the spoiler was sent over by EV base. So if you need to install any of the accessory aftermarket, just go through my video list. You're probably gonna find one in there. I've done like quite a bit, including the oil filter and stuff like that, right? So now, since we're mentioning about the filter, so within the 2 years, what have I done to the for maintenance wise? So since this is an EV, it has less parts. It doesn't have no transmission, no engine, just got the motors. So all I did was the tires rotations. So according to Tesla, you do the rotations every 6,250 miles. Right? You rotate it front to back, and that's it. If you're looking at my wheel and you're thinking, hey, you know what, this guy got a performance model with the red brake pads cover. No, those are just brake covers, but they're really nice and quality one too. I actually did a like a full detail review on that one. So if you guys wanna, you know, the one that looks like that, you might as well check it out in the link. And let's say, and what you for the 2 years, you probably have to refill the wiper fluids. That goes for any car. As far as registrations, the first year of registration, it was like $900. Just so you know, I live in California, so I don't know, maybe it depends on from state to state. And the insurance, I was with Wawa Nisa, and it was for a very long time. They gave me a very good deal. And then when I got my Tesla, they raised the price like ridiculous. It's off the roof. So I ended up switching it to Tesla, and so far I love it. So I'm a defensive driver, so I have the insurance just as a backup, just in case of something happens. But I don't plan to use them. You know what I mean? But it's just good to have, and it's just by law you gotta have insurance, right? And Tesla, to my surprise, my second year with Tesla, they actually lowered my price. Oh, not second year. After 6 months, they lowered the premium. Like it was from $332, and it came down to $312. I was kind of surprised because now usually a lot of insurance company out there, most of them don't even insure Tesla. For example, Costco connections. Connection from Costco, they don't insure, and then maybe a few others, they try to avoid insuring Tesla for some reason. And the second year for the plate registrations, I paid $700 and $750. So that's what you pay for insurance. So insurance wise, with 2 cars, about that much. And as far as spending on gas and driving, so I got solar. Before I got my Tesla, I got the solar on it. When I got this car, it comes with the 10,000 miles free supercharging. I think I used maybe 5,000 miles now, and then it's gonna expire in maybe a couple of days in January, early January. As far as, since I charge like maybe 30% at the supercharger and 70% at home. Since I have a solar at home, I just charge it at home. I think it's better like that, because when I come back after, when I feel like I need to charge up the car, then I just plug it in overnight, and then the next morning it top up to 80%. So if you're curious, like what is percentage rate for you to charge up to, I always charge up to 80%. However, if you're gonna go somewhere far, like to Vegas or San Diego, then it's okay to charge up to 100%. And if you're afraid of taking this kind of EV, going far, you shouldn't be, because I actually took this car to Vegas not too long ago. And Tesla system is really good. They incorporated every single stop where they think you need to charge up. And if you follow the thing, you should be ended up with at least 10% to every stops. So, and in Vegas, almost every hotel has a supercharger, you know what I mean? Or around there within 5 minutes, you'll find one. So I don't know about any other places, but as far as Vegas, I have no issue with there. Other than that, like, what does it feel like to own a Tesla, right? So other than the price drop, you know, I got buttered over that, but driving this car, I would never go back to driving a gas car. The accelerations, it's there. This one, it's a 0 to 60, it's 4.8 seconds, right? And Tesla, since it's a software company, you can pay, I think, $2,000 to get the acceleration boost, and that's gonna increase 6 seconds. So you can bring it down to 3.8 second or 3.7 second, around there, right? So it's up to you. But if you would ask me, would you do that? I would rather, because when I got this car, I got it in inventory. This is a color my wife likes. And when it popped up, back then it was like cars, there's a high demand for Tesla, right? So to buy one, you're like, actually, my brother-in-law, he bought a Tesla Model 3, drove it for 2 years and still sold it, and they made a profit, right? But it just, for me, it was a bad timing. So, but when I got this car, I didn't see a performance on the inventory. You know, they didn't have it, you know what I mean? So when this popped up, long range, red color, my wife and I said, you know what, let's get it, you know? So we got it. Otherwise, I would have gotten the performance. And with this one right here, now, there's other companies out there, a lot of them. One of them is Nginx. Basically, what they do is they sell like a module that you can install yourself, pretty much DIY. And they're a Canadian company. They're not sponsored in this video, but I just want to give you guys an option. So maybe after 2 years, when my Tesla warranty expire, I might go that route. Just buy that one. Right now, I think it used to be $2,000. Now it's dropped down to $1,500, and with tax and all the tariff and everything, maybe $1,700, $1,800. And if you don't know how to install it, you can have like someone knows how to install it. They probably charge you $100 to $200 to install it. But I think there's a lot of videos online and even on their website that shows you how to install it yourself, and just to save like a couple $100. But I haven't changed my tire. I haven't replaced the tires yet. So I have the long range. I hear a lot of horror stories about Tesla. You have to replace your tires at like what, 12,000, 20,000. So now I'm at 19,000, and it looks really good. I could probably go another 20,000 on this set before I can even replace it. So when we talk about tires wise, it actually comes down to the way how the driver drives it, right? Yeah, maybe the performance, it's faster. You wear out the tires more. But if you drive a little bit slower, you accelerate a little slower, you corner a little bit, you know, it's like softly, gently, of course you can prolong the tires. But if you're driving really aggressive, you know, of course you're gonna burn it out. But overall, I'm really happy with driving this thing. I really love it. Every time I enter the freeway, no issue, just flow that thing and it is zoom. Sometimes it's just like too fast, you know, you got to be attention, you be on the lookout for that too. But let's see what else. Other than that, I don't have any negative things about Tesla. Okay, yeah, well, let me tell you something. So Tesla is the first company, or the first car that I bought the vehicle without even seeing the vehicle. My experience was I picked it up somewhere in Long Beach, and so I got there. Everything was done through the app. When I got there, I talked to the receptionist and waited for a couple minutes, and a gentleman came out, and he was like, "Hey, have you driven a Tesla before?" And I said, "Yeah." I told him I drove one time, and then he's like, he handed me the key. Then he was like, "Okay." He went over with like 10 minutes, and off I go. There's no haggle. Everything, the price, everything is, you're done through the app, right? I have a couple of videos explain the process of buying the Tesla. I think I bought it within 2 days. I picked up the car really fast, and my loan application got approved in 5 to 10 minutes. However, when I applied with my loan with Tesla, it was at 5.34%. And I thought it was with Tesla, but it turns out that they outsourced it to Wells Fargo. And I ended up with at that time, I tried to get gap insurance, and I called Wells Fargo, and they pushed me back to the dealership where you bought the car, which is Tesla. And I called Tesla, and they're like, well, we don't sell you gap insurance. You got to go through with your financing company. So, and then I would just go in the loop. However, I refinanced with a local credit union. Actually, not local. It was out of state. It was through a federal credit union. So, again, this video is not sponsored. I'm just showing you, and I'm just telling you, sharing my experience. So that's something that you can be on the lookout for, right? And I actually save money by going that way, because when I refinance it, I think I get down to like 3%, right? So, and I also included gap insurance. Gap insurance, it wasn't much. It was only $500, and it added to the term of the car. So it's not much, a couple of dollars throughout the 5 years loan, right? But yeah, so if you are buying a vehicle that is upside down, I suggest you get gap insurance, okay? So gap insurance, basically, it covers the difference between the amount that you owe and the actual price of the vehicle. So in my case, so right now, if my car's, I owe like about what, $40-something thousand on it. But if I were to sell it, trade it to Tesla, they'd probably get about 30-something. So the gap insurance would cover the difference on that one. So yeah, so pretty much, that is pretty much about this video, guys. So if you're new to Tesla, you're thinking about buying Tesla, those are all the information. If I missed any information, or if you have any questions on how to buy a Tesla or what to do, I'm more than happy to answer all those questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys too. And I think Tesla right now, if you used my referral link, you'll get $2,000, up to $2,000 off. All right, so maybe the Tesla Model S, X, and Cybertruck, you get $2,000, and the Model 3 and Y maybe $1,500 off. And then you also get like free supercharging for 3 months, and also free full self-driving for 3 months, which is great. But yeah, feel free to leave me in a comment any questions. Other than that, be safe. Till next time.